Hey, what's going on guys, McGinley Customs here. Welcome back to episode 2 of how to create a non-ELS police vehicle. Now quick notes before this video starts. This is recorded the day after last episode, so if I forget to go over anything, I'm sorry. I'll definitely go over it next episode. Next episode I'm hopefully going to go over the car calls and show you how to set it all up for a 5M server. If I get to that, I will do it. So in this episode, I'm going to be going over how to set up visor lights and stuff like that and make the visor lights an extra additional. And on top of that, we are going to throw it in game and make the YTD file so it is all ready to go. So what we want to do is we want to actually open up our car file from where we last left off. Here is my one. You can open up your files by doing file open, that is quite self-explanatory. Please note that every single file that you have saved should always be saved as a Z3D. If you export it, it should be a YFT. Now, upon import, you want to click Show All and L0 as we learned in last episode. So here's where we left off. We made the light bar an extra additional. It was extra 1 and the light bar would disappear. So now we're going to add some visor lights. So I have a big visor light pack that I use. You can use any visor lights. I'm going to use Bueno's generic light linear pack, or however you say it. So I'm only going to be using the visor lights. So what you want to do when you have other lights, you want to add them and it's a Z3D. Click File, Merge. And inside of Merge you want to find your lights and stuff. And then you want to just click All. Once you've done that, you want to click Merge and you will see that you have your light bar show up here. We're only going to be using this top light bar here. So the top light bar is called the front module. So I'm going to delete all the other ones. I'm going to drag the front module out and delete the dummy for that. So now we have our visor lights here. You want to make sure that everything is ticked inside of the dummy like that, so all the lights are shown. So now what we're going to do is we need to scale that like that. We need to scale that visor down because as you can see it's way too big for the car right now. So what you want to do, you want to go to Quad R, you want to select the whole light bar, and you want to scale it down. So I'm gonna be going a bit quicker this episode since I went over all of this last episode about all the scaling and moving. So I'm gonna quickly position this light bar, this visor bar and stuff, and just try and get as quickly as I can into the game. So we're gonna move the light bar up a bit. There we go. Move the light bar along. Move the light bar down a bit. Want to scale it down a little bit more. Move it up. Let's move it forward a little bit. Now I'm not going for perfection with this car, so I'm only doing it for a tutorial. I'm not going to make it a public release. Move it back just a little bit more. Oops. There we go. Now our visor lights are in place. Now the way you're going to set up these visor lights is the exact same. So I'm going to only use 2 siren dummies as I did for the extra 1 here. So what you want to do before anything is you want to make sure it's all reset to its parent. So the way you do that, you select the whole light bar, go to display, center the axis to the object and stuff. Now once you've done that, you want to make your light pattern. Now the current light pattern that this light bar actually has on isn't that bad. I'm probably going to make one edit to it, and that is to make it so it flashes the whole bar and then the other side of the bar and then the other side of the bar. So what I would do for that is I'd make sure that every light on this side is detached from the lights of this side. For example there. The way you detach things is you go to polygon mode. You click on one of the lights here that you want to detach from other lights. You go to Quad R, you select that light, make sure nothing else is selected. Go to Modify, and under Submesh here you will see the Detach tool. Once you click the Detach tool, you can click anywhere, and you'll see it will make another light it will detach it and make it to another mesh, sorry. So once you've done that, you want to just deselect the light, and then you will go back into polygon mode because you need to do the same for this side. Detach it. Go into polygon mode again, deselect, sorry, and there you go. Now we've detached all lights from that side of the bar. So now I'm just going to attach all these lights together, including that takedown there. Now usually with this light bar I would remap it to different colours, but I'm going to go over that in a future episode as it's quite confusing to explain this early on. So now that we've done that, we want to select the whole light bar again, and we want to centre it to its local axes again, just like that. Now once we've done that, we want to go to create, copy, and make sure everything's still selected, and you want to make a copy of the light bar. You want to turn them copies into dummies, and we're going to name this one extra_2, as we are already using extra 1. And then we're going to name, we need to find out our 2 siren dummies again, the ones that we're going to be using for the lights. So again, we need to pull up our siren dummy guide, which I left in the description on this video. So we need to get a front blue and a front red. So here we have a front red and a front blue, siren 9 being red and siren 10 being blue. So we're going to change the red one here to siren 9, and the blue one here to siren 10. There we go. So now that we've done that, we're going to drag them into order. So the front module goes into extra 2, the right lights go into the right dummies, like so. So now we can just drag these out of here, and we can delete whatever dummy came when you merged the file in. And once you've done that, we're going to make a collision for the light bar. We've gone over this already, so once again I'm going to steam through this. If you'd forgotten, you just make a box. You make the box the right size for the light bar. You move the box down a bit so it fits into the light bar like that. And then you go up here into your LOs here. You make sure it's only collision or COL selected, and then you click convert to compound. Once you've done that, you want to rename it to extra_2 COL. Say if you had, I don't know, say if you had an extra 5 and you want to make it toggleable, you would need to rename this to extra 5 coal as well, because it needs to be the same name as what you're putting it under. So there we go, that's that. So now once we've done that, we're going to scale down our lights. Now again, I've gone over this. So what you want to do is you want to select all your lights by using the quad R tool again. Once you've done that, go to display, reset to parent. Now, a thing with this that I didn't go over in the last episode, when you scale it down, you need to make sure that none of the lights are showing outside of the light bar when you scale it down. And I know for a fact that this visor bar does that. So the way you would fix that is you would deselect the mesh here once you've reset to the parent. You would tick the dummies and untick the meshes. Select both the dummies or however many dummies you're using. Go to modify and make sure you move them back a bit. You don't want to move them back loads and loads, otherwise they'll just keep showing. I reckon there is about right for me. So yeah, now we're going to deselect the dummies, and we're going to put the mesh back on, and then we're going to reselect the mesh. Going to go to display and reset to parent. Now what you're going to see if you do this right, these little axes here, they should move up a bit from where the dummy was. Why is it not doing that? Yep, I've done something wrong here, guys. So one thing that you're going to want to do, sorry about this, let me see if I can just, there we go. Is it still in there? Alright, I'm going to have to undo it. There we go, it's now in there. So one thing you're going to always want to remember to do is make sure when you go to modify and move here, you want to click untick affect children. You don't want that. That is bad. Alright, so once you've done that, again, you want to reset the dummy to the lights to its parent. And then you want to go to display, reset the parent, there you go. Now once you've done that, you want to deselect your lights, and we're going to move them dummies back again. That is my bad. Like I said at the start of this whole entire series, I'm not going to edit any of these videos, so if I get any mistakes, you're going to have to redo it. So yeah. So you just want to move it back. I'm going to move it to about here again. So once you've done that, you will see you want to put your lights back on, and you'll see that you have 2 axes here now. You have the dummies axes and the meshes axes. So you will see that the meshes axes will still be where they were before. What you want to do to fix that is you want to select all the lights, go to display, reset to parent. Now what you're going to see, if you do this right, the axes should just move up to the dummy, where the dummy is, and the mesh should not move at all. There you go, now our axis is centered with our dummy. Now to check that this is all working good, the only way to do it is to test your lights by scaling them down. So how we done this before, you want to turn pivot off, go to properties, scale, and make sure you have only your lights selected at this point. And you want to scale them all down to 0.5 on every axis here. 0.5, 0.5. Now I've done correctly, your light should look like this. Now for the test, are the lights going to be perfect size? Yes, they are. As you can see, none of the lights are showing outside of the light bar anywhere at all. So it's working fine. So now what we're going to do, seeing as we are completely done with the lighting setup on this car, is we're going to set up the LODs here. So we're going to make sure everything's unticked except from the meshes that haven't already been LOD'd. We're going to copy the light bar. And we're going to make, we're going to go up to L3, so I'm going to make 3 copies here. I can't remember how much I went up to on the light bar, but I'm going to make it L3 on the visor lights. Now I'm doing an autosave right now, so yeah, I do recommend turning autosave off, or at least less frequently, because it can get very, very annoying when you're trying to get your car into a game and it just randomly stops working. No, when you're trying to get your car into a game and it randomly autosaves. It does get annoying. So we're just going to wait for this autosave to go. But again, autosave has saved my bar quite a few times. So we're going to go up to L3, so we're going to make 3 copies. There we go. Now, just like I said before, I'm not going to go over how to LOD again, because I went over very, very clearly in last episode of how to do it. But it's very straightforward. There we go. And we're going to... What? That is very, very weird. That is very, very weird. I've never seen that before. Ignore me, you won't have this issue here, guys. I don't know why I have this issue. That is very, very weird. For some reason. Ah, there we go. That was my problem. Make sure you have all the right stuff in the right dummies, guys. That is my fault. I completely messed it up. Alright, so we're going to go from where we made copies. So we're going to make 3 copies here. Okay, alright, I see what's going on. For some reason, the dummies are getting copied into, the meshes are getting copied into different dummies. You probably won't run into this error, but that's all you got to do to fix it, is just move them back around. So we're going to go back to LODing. I'm going to LOD them all real quick. Sorry about the amount of fails in this episode, guys. I mean, I know I've said this again, but I've said this before, sorry, but I'm not going to go over. Oh, this is going to be unedited, so there's going to be quite a lot of it's going to be quite a lot of bloopers and stuff like that. But you know, it's good that I can make mistakes and you guys can learn from these mistakes. So yeah, we have now finished our LODing. So just like before, we're going to throw siren 9 and 10 into the extra 2. And then we're going to throw extra 2 inside of the police vehicle here. We'll just put it below extra 1. There we go. So now we're going to L0. Now we have our visor lights and our light bar. Now, you are almost ready to export it and put it in game. What you want to do before you export it, when you're finished with the model, is you want to go to your material browser. And you want to move all the light emissives up to the top. So for example, I have my light bar light emissive here. How you can tell it's a light emissive, if you look at the adaptations, it will say vehicle underscore light emissive. You just want to hold it, click and drag it to the top, all the way to the top in front of everything. You want to do the same with the other lights that you have done that too as well. The other lights that you've imported, sorry. Once you have done that, one more thing you got to do, which is select the whole entire car. So make sure you click show all, L0, and select the whole car. Once you select the whole car, click on the police button, click the police here, or whatever you have it named as. Click isolated, properties, user defined options, and make sure if you do have the option for base here, you just click on it and click delete, click OK, and then click apply. Okay, now you're ready to put the car in game. So we're just going to export here. So how you export, you go up here and you click the export button. I'm going to export it to my desktop because, you know, that's the most convenient place I can actually export it to right now. And we're going to need to export it as police because it is named police here. So we're going to name it police. And then when we export, we need to make both the model and the high model. So we're going to make police and police underscore high. So now that you've made police and police underscore high, you can now save your Zmodeler file. And once your Zmodeler file is saved, and close it, because you are now pretty much done with Zmodeler. Here I have my police car files here. So now at this point you need to download OpenIV. Just Google search it, it is absolutely everywhere. Very simple installation as well. Most people who are making a car should already have OpenIV if they play LSPDFR and stuff. So I'm not going to give you a tutorial on OpenIV because it is pretty self-explanatory. Alright, so if you want to put it into game, all you got to do is just throw it in like any other car. But again, I'm going to be doing it on how to do a 5M server. The only reason I'm going into OpenIV is so I can add the textures to the car. So we are going to drag and drop our files in here. Now with the model that I'm using, it never came with a YTD, so I'm going to have to make my own. The way you make your own YTD is you right click in here, new texture dictionary, and then in brackets it will say .ytd. You want to name it police or whatever the name of the model that you exported is. Now inside of here you would want to just import your textures that came with your car if you didn't get a YTD. For example, the Herx utility here, it has a dev file with all of the texture files here. So you just want to import them. There you go. Now on top of that you want to import all the other textures that you're using. For example, I was using that light pack, so I need to add the textures for the light pack. And I was using that wheel in legacy, so I need to add the textures for that wheel in legacy. There we go. Once you've done that you can click save. Now once it's saved you can now open up your police.yft and you will be greeted with your vehicle. Now it should look like this. If it doesn't, then you have done something with the textures or you have exported the wrong file name out of Zmodeler. So once you've done that, you can just drag and drop these to your desktop here. Alright, so like I've said about 4 times now, I'm going to be doing this in a 5M server. So I'm going to go into my 5M server files here. So I'm not going to show you guys how to set up a 5M server, but for any vehicle developer out there who is going to consider doing this for a long time, I really recommend setting up a 5M server. It is honestly such a time saver. It literally takes like 15 seconds to log into your server. It is an absolute time killer. So I'm just going to ignore what I'm doing right now. I'm just getting ready the old files for a project I was working on. Alright, so you just want to drag the files into your game. Now, if it is a vanilla car slot that you're replacing, if you're just replacing the police vanilla car slot, you don't need to do anything further in the 5M side of things. And I'm pretty sure it's the same inside of the GTA side of things as well. But if you're adding an add-on, for example, you will need your files to verify that it's an add-on. You will need a vehicles.meta, a car calls, a car variations, and a... I think that's it actually. Yeah, I think that's it. But the only reason I've got car calls and car variations in here is because I've got my own custom car calls file for the vehicle. So now we are going to start up the 5M server so I can show you the car in game. So my 5M server takes a little bit of time to start up because I've just only started up my computer. But in the meantime I'm going to launch my 5M. So I hope this video has actually helped you guys much. I know it's kind of rushed, but again, there is a link to my Discord in the description below where it will go over absolutely everything that I've gone over. You'll get help from good modelers like me and Walters and some more people in there. So yeah, it's not like if you join my Discord you won't get any help at all. You will get absolute tons. Don't feel like you're restricted to asking questions. Any questions welcomed. So yeah, we're just waiting for my 5M to load up really quickly. Just checking the recording, guys. So what we've gone over in this tutorial, this whole series so far, is how to set up a light bar and a visor light as an additional extra. If you guys want to see anything other than that in terms of non-ELS or in terms of just modelling in general, like RAM bars and stuff, just let me know in the comment section below and I'll get on that. I'm going to make a video on car calls and stuff soon, and I'll make a video on how to apply custom car calls and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully that will also help you guys out. So we're going to log into my 5M server here real quick. We are going to see the vehicle in action and hopefully working all well. And if it crashes on a 5M server upon the first spawn, always restart your server and try and spawn it again, because 5M, it does this weird thing sometimes where you'll put a new car in, it will crash on spawn, and then you'll restart your server and it'll work fine. I've had it to me happen loads, and maybe it might happen today, so I can show you an example of that. And I don't know why I'm getting so many tags on Discord right now. It's kind of annoying, but you know. So yeah, if you found this helpful and enjoyed it, all I ask of you guys is to just leave a like rating and a subscription if you can. It literally takes 2 seconds of your time, and I would really appreciate it a lot. I want to try and get 1,000 subs by Christmas, or at least by my birthday. I mean, if we could get it by my birthday, that'd be amazing. My birthday is on October 20th. So yeah, once we hit 1,000 subs, hopefully I'll get something real special out of you guys. Whether it be a non-ELS pack out there, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Alright, we are now in game. We are now in game. And it has to be raining, doesn't it? Alright, so I'm just going to turn this rain off quickly because I hate the rain. Clear. We'll set the time to evening. Alright, so we're going to spawn the vehicle here. Again, if it crashes, I'm going to have to restart the server. And it has crashed, so I'm going to have to restart the server real quick. That's weird. That's a model error right there. Well, I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna see if I can restart the server, see if that makes any difference. Usually it does make quite a bit of a difference restarting the server. Don't know what. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Dumbass me. Forgot to export the model as an _hi. See, more troubleshooting here for you guys. You need to make sure that you export the model as a _hi. As I have just demonstrated that I did not. Well, in fact, I used the Herx model here, so I'm sorry if I start, guys. I'm just trying to get this out as clear as I can. So if you use the Herx model like I am right now, you're going to want to make sure you export it as an _hi, otherwise it will crash your game. The way you export it as an _hi is, well, first of all, you need to open up the file. That would be a great start. That would be a great start, wouldn't it? And once you're in your Zmodeler, you want to just add _hi to the end of your model name here. So mine would be police _hi. Now I'm just going to export it again. Police. And police _hi. There we go. I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to wait for the save really quickly. In the meantime, I'm going to open up my FX server. Here we go. Delete that and that. Drag that in there. There we go. Alright, we're going to start the server up and click cache. There we go. Right. So yeah, make sure you always export it as an _hi when you're using the Herx models. I don't know why they crash you when you don't export them as an _hi. It's pretty weird. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy that I am running into errors, so I can correct you guys on your errors if you run into the same errors as me. Right. Why isn't 5M loading? You see, this is the struggles of being a modeler, guys. You run into issues after issues after issues. And the issue is that my 5M won't start. So it's going to start my 5M again here because it's being retarded. There we go. Right, we're going to go into localhost. You probably can't see it. Sorry about that. I'm just going to exit that screen so you can see it. And now we just have the long-awaited wait. If I go silent like this, guys, I've just run out of things to say. I'm trying my hardest to commentate as much as I can over this. But yeah. Remember to use that siren dummy guide, because if you don't use that, well, that is only for the police model, the police car calls. Again, you can always edit the car calls and have it set to how you want it, but you know, it is quite advanced and confusing to make your own car calls, and set the right rotations and scale factors for it. So yeah, it does get a bit confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Even at times I feel like giving up. I'm pretty sure a lot of modelers at times feel like giving up. It gets very, very annoying, this sort of stuff, especially non-ELS. That's why when ELS came out, the models, the releases of models just absolutely rocketed up. Alright, so we are now in game. Again, if it crashes, I need to restart the server, as long as it doesn't give me the same error as last time. Because if it does... And there we go. The car has spawned. Now, you'll note that your car might not spawn with the light bar or the visors here. But yeah, the visors are in right now. Now, you're probably wondering why the lights look such low quality. It's because this visor is a low poly light bar, so it doesn't look amazing. Now, if we go into the vehicle extra menu here, as you can see, if we disable extra 2, the visor disappears. If we enable extra 1, the light bar appears. And there we go. And you'll see that we do have environmental lighting behind us. It's only behind us because I have both the dummies set up for behind, as you can see, like that. But if we put the front visors on like that, I don't know if it will show from behind or in front. Okay, it's only showing behind. Well, that's another thing we'll have to edit in the car calls. But yeah, that is how you make a non-ELS model, guys. Now, I will go over a few more things about non-ELS in a future episode. But that is mostly it. You would do the same thing for adding every other lights. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and series thing. I hope it helped you, and I hope you make some nice models. I look forward to seeing some of your models on the LSPDFR page, guys, and seeing them in private servers. So yeah, like I said before, if it wouldn't hurt, please could you leave a like rating, comment what you think about my help, and comment if you ways I can improve my videos. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an excellent rest of your day. I'm Untitled Customs, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.